family dispute resolution process is designed to assist families that are separated to put plans in place for their children to help build a secure parenting base for their children after separation. When you first contact the Family Relationship Centre, we'll supply you with information that's in printed form or verbal form that's relevant to your personal situation. When you come in for your initial appointment with a practitioner, that's where we gather information from you that's relevant to your situation, and it covers the information that we need to make an accurate assessment, because under our regulations we're obliged to make an assessment: is family dispute resolution the appropriate situation for these people, the appropriate process for these people. Once you've attended the initial intake, as we call that a first appointment, later on in the process you will attend what we call a pre-family dispute resolution appointment, and that's approximately 1 hour face-to-face with the person that will be doing your mediation session. That's a very, very important appointment, that one, because that enables you to discuss what your issues are, what the outcomes you want for your children are. Pre-FDR appointment is a very important one-on-one session that's held with the person that you will be actually conducting your mediation session. It enables you to discuss any concerns you may have at that time, discuss what the outcome that you're looking for your children, what you want in your parenting plan, the things around how to negotiate. We'll be talking about some tips around negotiation, and helping people work on improving their communication. So they're the main things we talk about, and it's really good opportunity for parents to sit down with the person doing the mediation and have all their possible fears or anxieties they may have allayed and being able to discuss. Our process have very strict guidelines around confidentiality. Any conversations that you have with the practitioner is strictly confidential. None of the information that you provide to us will be given to the other party, and vice versa. We are what's known as mandatory reporters, and they are the exceptions to confidentiality, and that is around if people disclose child abuse or make threats against another person, we are obligated to make reports to the relevant authorities for those. But generally, any conversations we have are kept in confidence. The family dispute resolution process is voluntary. However, if one parent contacts us and seeks family dispute resolution, and we contact you and invite you to come along by letter, and you choose not to, there's a number of options. One is you can say, no, I don't wish to attend, and that is your choice. At that point, we would always advise you to seek independent legal advice, so you know where you stand under the Family Law Act. If you choose not to go ahead with family dispute resolution, under Section 60I of the Family Law Act, we would then issue a certificate to the other party that would indicate that they did not attend mediation, and the reason for that was due to the refusal of the other party to attending. What happens with that certificate is entirely up to the person that receives it. They may lodge that with their lawyer and seek to have a court hear the matter. They can do nothing with it, or they can seek mediation through other means. They can seek a mediation through a private mediator. They can, like I say, lodge the certificate with the courts, and the courts quite often will ask parents to attend a mediation with 2 court-appointed lawyers. So there's a number of things that can happen. There are a number of ways that we conduct family dispute resolution. Firstly, there's what we call co-mediations, where we have the parents and 2 mediators present in the room. We would normally do a co-mediation session if we've identified there's a number of issues to work through. We then offer solo family dispute resolution sessions, and that's where we just have 1 mediator in the room with the parents, and that's when there's the issues at hand are quite clear. There is a telephone dispute resolution service, and that's normally used where parents are geographically isolated from each other. For instance, you may have one parent living in Melbourne one parent up here and it's just not practical for them to move backwards and forwards. The telephone dispute resolution service has specially trained mediators to conduct the mediation sessions over the phone. We do offer what we call shuttle mediation, and that's where the parents are in two separate rooms and the mediator takes the information between the rooms. There's a number of reasons why we would use shuttle mediation, particularly where parents have fairly high levels of conflict. If we've identified there's some imbalance of power between the parents, and a number of other reasons. The advantage of a shuttle mediation is that you can quite often remove a lot of the emotion that's been present in the conflict, and so the parents are just getting the facts from the other parent and can actually clarify things. And then finally, we occasionally offer what we call legally assisted family dispute resolution. And that's where we have lawyers present, generally not physically, they're on the phone. And the advantage of the legally assisted one is where their consent orders can be written up and drafted straight after the session if people wish to get consent orders put in place. To prepare for your family dispute resolution session, there's a number of things that you can do. Firstly, when you have your meeting at the pre-family dispute resolution session with the practitioner, you can discuss things like negotiation tips, improving your communication. They're quite important things that we can go through. What we do is we ask parents to offer an opening statement, as we call it, at the start of the session, and it sounds quite formal, but what it is, it's a statement to the other parent. I'm here today to talk to you about such and such, and it gives you that opportunity to put your concerns and whatever issues you have out there. Some of the common things that people wish to discuss, time spent arrangements, who the children are going to live with, how much time and when they'll spend with the other parent, education, sporting arrangements, all those sorts of things that we do as parents, how the parents are going to share those obligations, etc.